Good afternoon, boys and girls. First of all, I would like to thank Tangkhul Katam Now Long for giving me this platform. And I would also like to thank the Step Notice and the NET Foundation. So, I was told that most of the students who are present here are all class 12 pass out students or still appearing for class 12 next year. How many of you are passed out this year, class 12? Can you please raise your hands? Okay. And the rest are graduates? Or high schools? Graduates. Okay, fine. High schools, okay. Today is one of the most interesting topics. It's very important in everyone's life, especially the students. Today, in this half an hour, we are going to discuss about how to choose the right career choice. You know what is career? Career is something that it gives you happiness, respect, everything. So, especially those class 12 passed out students, you are hardly 18 years, 19 years old, right? So if God blessed you with 100 years, you have 80 more years to live. So the step that you're going to take right now, after your class 12, this particular step is going to, fill your stomach, gain reputation, fame, respect, everything for the next 80 years. So we should be very careful while choosing a career. But since 2015 till 2019, a set of clinical psychologists, around 15-20 psychologists, we have decided to conduct a survey in Manipur. Why many students are jobless? Why many youth are jobless in Manipur? Despite having so many multinational companies in India. You won't believe, how the government has organized, the government has already produced 1,747 professional lines in India. Can you imagine that? Including of all the diplomas, degrees, certification course, the Indian government has designed more than 1,747 professional lines. And beyond that, the Indian government has worked so much that, right now in India we have more than 4,000 multinational private companies because the government knows that they cannot provide jobs to all the 130 crore population of India, right? So, they have gone to many countries and most of the major multinational companies in the world are right now situated in India, okay? So despite having 4,000 plus multinational company, plus 1,747 courses in India, but then also still the youth of Manipur are jobless. Why is it so? So we have taken 4 years and we conduct a survey. Then just before the pandemic, what we came to know is that 95% of the students in Manipur choose a career based on interest. Random selection. Example, let's say a few days ago a lady came to my office and she said, a beautiful lady, just passed out class 12, tall, slender, fair complexion, very rich family. She came to my office and she told me, ma'am, I want to become a nurse. I said, yes, nurse is a very novel job, but why do you want to become nurse? And she said, ma'am, I want to wear a white dress, white cap and a white dress. That's interest. Okay? But as per the information that I have collected, Manipur has 10,000 jobless nurses. You go to medical directorate, you'll find the data of this. Why? There is so many places where nurse can go and do job. Nurse can work in a company, industry, and factory. If there is around 2,000 people working in the factory, that factory needs around 30-40 nurses. If the company has 5,000 people working, they should have a nurse station. 10-15 nurses are required in those companies. That means nurses can work in hospital, college, university, company, industry, factory. They can work in a Red Cross, UNICEF, UNESCO, but still Manipur has 10,000 jobless nurses. Why? Because they choose nursing just because my friends are doing nursing or just because the nursing is easy. But nurse is not an easy course, okay? Nursing is not at all an easy course. But who is the right person to become a nurse? A person who is a believer of God. A person, who is a very soft-spoken person, who is a very good listener, A person who doesn't mind cleaning the shit and the urine and, a dirt of the sick people. Mother Teresa was a nurse. Mother Nightingale was a nurse. How many sick people they have treated on the street of Calcutta, but they had never complained once, right? So nurse means nursing the sick people. Whether they have to clean the shit or urine, they have to do it. If you have those kind of personality, then you should become a nurse. Otherwise, you will be jobless. If you become a nurse without having those kind of personality, the entire life will be irritated and nagging, Adunane nurse, rimsa laiba nurse ma'am ishaw lang ba do? Ishaw lang ko. Rimsa laiba nurse ma'am ishaw lang ko. May paisa dugi lakpa ne. The personality does not suit their job. Okay? So my message to all of you is that when you choose a career, before you choose any career, first of all, you try to know yourself, who you are, and what you are capable of. Without knowing who you are, how are you going to make a career, right? Got it? So many students of Manipur, their life got destroyed because they have chosen a wrong career. Okay? Even I am also a victim of choosing a wrong career. My parents want me to become a doctor, but how will I become a doctor? I hate books. First of all, my brain doesn't work after half an hour of reading. How will I become a doctor? But still, I took science, and I have to repeat my class 12 exam twice. I took science in my 11, I wrote twice class 12. I passed my class 12 again. Instead of correcting the mistake of taking science, again I went to Delhi and I did my 3 months of BSc Botany in Miranda House in Delhi. Only 3 months of botany. I came back home again. Again, my father took me to Bangalore again. And I was put in a college for BSc Biotechnology. And BSc Biotechnology is a Singju, okay? It has the physics also, maths also, chemistry also, bio also. When I was doing biotechnology, I don't understand. Now also I don't understand anything. If you put a gun on my head and ask me any question related to biotechnology, I'll die at the moment because I have no answer. So how many boys and girls are here in Manipur who have gone for many courses, but they come back home becoming nothing, There are many people like me. Then I was jobless for many years. Then finally I thought, okay, I should do business. Because since childhood, I always wanted to earn money. Marble, kuka pikhangi this one, marble. I am a sharp attacker in marble, okay? Whether the marble is behind the rock, above the rock, I can hit the marble. So when I was of class 4, 5 age, I used to buy marble for 10 rupees. And they used to give me 50 marbles. So I put 25 marbles on this pocket, another 25 marbles on this pocket, and I roam around the, in the colony looking for a wicker player. Because my intention is not to go in a play and enjoy. My intention is to earn the marble and sell it off. So this was when I was in class 4, 5, okay? So when I recollect those memories, I thought maybe I should do business. So I went to my father and said, Father, give me one last chance. I want to do business. So I want to learn business. So I went to Delhi and I did my MBA, Masters of Business Administration. And I was doing my masters. I sit in the front bench, otherwise I'm always a last bencher. I love sitting in the last bench, yawny face, sleepy all the time. So when I see boys and girls in the classes unattentive, with yawny faces, I love them more. I understand them more also because I was one of them. So when I was doing my masters, I was so attentive. After that, there is no looking back. I started working in a company, but the kind of salary that I was getting in India was not enough for me to run the kind of business that I wanted to do. So I have to left my country, and I work in other countries for a few years. In that few years, I managed to, save up to 1 crore rupees. With that 1 crore rupees, I come back to India in 2008, and I started my own company in Bangalore. I invested 1 crore rupees. I lost all the money in 3 months. So why am I telling you this story? The day I lost the money, I was 31 years old. At that particular day, I realized that every individual, God has gifted 2 things to each one of us. One is interest and one is a talent. So on that particular day, what I came to know is that business is just my interest. I have no talent in my business. That's why I lost all the money. So now my question to all of you is, how many of you knows your own interest? And how many of you knows your own talent? Can you please raise your hands? Is anyone out here? Do you know your own interest? Do you know your own talent? Can you please raise your hands? No one out here. Then how are you going to choose your career then? Right? So how are you going to choose a career? So if you know your own interest, if you know your own talent, that's good then. Otherwise, if you don't know, then there's a need of a person like us in your life. That's the reason why we are conducting this program, okay? So now, how to choose the right career choice? After your class 12, because I was actually told that this program is especially for class 12 pass out. I don't know whether I have listened wrongly, but I was informed that this is mainly for class 12 pass out. So, anyways, I'll talk in general, okay, starting from class 12 level. So, after your class 12, you only have 2 ways to go. You have a marker here. Marker is there? Okay. After your class 12, you only have 2 ways to go. Either you go for a general line or you go for a professional line. You know what is general line? How many of you knows what's general line? Anyone out here? Girls, what is general line? BA, BAC, BCom. Okay? Class 12 pass out girls, listen carefully. BA, BAC, BCom, these are general studies. Okay? And professional lines means people who go for a training like medical, engineering, architecture, travel and tourism, hotel management, fashion designing, so and so. We have thousands of courses in professional lines, okay? So now, who is the right person to go for general line and who is the right person to go for professional line? Here comes the point why many people of Manipur are jobless. This is a point that I'm going to explain, okay? The government says that only 2% should go for a general line. BA, BAC, BCom, only 2%. 1%. A person who can read 5-10 hours in a day. Okay? A person who can read 5-10 hours in a day. A person who can understand about Hollywood, Bollywood, sports, politics. If your English, grammar, literature, vocabulary is very strong, and same time if you can study 5-10 hours in a day, then you are the right person to go for general line. This is 1%, okay? And second person, if you are willing to study 10 years down the line after your class 12, then again you are the right person to go for general line. See, somebody is laughing here because she has no plan to study 10 years, right? Okay? Only 2% can go for general line, okay? The first person, if you can study 5-10 hours regularly in a day, then you are the right person to go for general line. Second thing, if you can study 10 years down the line, then again you are the right person to go for general line. Why? If you get the civil service examination, if you get through any of the competitive examinations, then your life can be set. That can be possible if you read 5-10 hours in a day, right? Second thing, one person says, ma'am, I will write competitive exam, but my focus is to become a professor, lecturer, or a scientist. For them, the journey is very long, right? In general line, if you get through in the civil service, then you are very fortunate. If you study 10 years down the line and become a professor, lecturer, again you are fortunate. But if you stop in between, if you stop after BA, MA, nobody will welcome you. But you will not die, you will survive. You will survive by doing any jobs, anything that comes in front of you just to fill your stomach. This is actually right now happening in Manipur. Am I right? Am I right? So if you once you decided to general studies, general line, never stop in between, okay? Never look back, never stop in between. If you didn't get through in the civil service examination, at least try to reach till PhD, okay? That's the way how you're going to make your life. But if you stop in between, then the risks start. If you stop after BA, MA, and if you didn't get through any of the civil service examinations, and same time if your family is poor, then you're stuck in between. So you will start looking for any job just to fill the stomach. That's why I say you will not die, but you will survive by doing any job. So earnings just to fill the stomach is enough for each one of you? Is it enough? No, right? So if you are planning to do general studies, try to reach till PhD. This is a warning that I'm giving you. Okay, boys and girls? Otherwise, if you think that, ma'am, I want to study hardly 5-6 years and start earning 50,000-60,000 rupees, then you should go for a professional line again. Professional line is for those people who want to start earning immediately after 5-6 years of education. Okay? Then you should go for a professional line. But the good thing is, either you go for general line or a professional line, you are equally eligible to write any of the civil service examinations in India. Okay? The only difference is that one is going for 5-6 years, but in general line, if you didn't get through in the civil service, go till PhD. This is the only message that I wanted to give it to all of you. Okay? So when it comes to professional line, that particular course should be of your personality. If you do any course which is not of your personality, then you will not get any job. That is why Manipur has many jobless engineers. Manipur has many jobless agricultural students. Manipur has many jobless people because they have chosen a career which is not their personality. Okay? So when it comes to professional line, first of all, what you have to do is you have to check your IQ. You have to go for a psychometric test. You know what is psychometric test? This test will, this test will be conducted by a clinical psychologist. It takes 1 hour. And the report comes from Bangalore, okay? In that 1 hour of a testing, there we will come to know what kind of personality you have, what kind of skill you have, and what is your career values, what is your career interest. Everything will come to know. See, when you go to doctor for a headache, the doctor might ask you to run a blood test, or they might ask you to go for CT scan, right? Same thing when you come to me and say, ma'am, I don't know what to do. Then I just can't, I can't just predict. So in that case, again, I have to run a test for all of you. The name of the test is psychometric test. It takes 1 hour, okay? So when we do that test, in the last page, the report will be for around 33 pages. In the last 2 pages, in that report, they will mention that you are the right person to go for this course, so and so. That will be mentioned in the last page. Okay? So yesterday, there was a boy, around a bunch of boys, they came to my office and they said, ma'am, we want to study hardly half an hour, 1 hour in a day, but at the end, we want to earn 50,000 rupees. Lariti paning da bako, tolopti 50,000 pamba. But that's quite possible. That's quite possible, okay? But thing is that you should be the right person of that course. See, people are earning money by just eating chocolate. Can you imagine that? When you do nutrition and a dietitian, you can become a chocolate tester. You know who are these people? They test a chocolate and they sign it. Without their signature, that chocolate cannot be sold in the market. Just to take a bite of chocolate and do a signature, that person will get 1 crore rupees. That's quite possible. They are called chocolate tester. Okay? So, if you want to earn money, there are many ways to earn money, but the course that you're going to do, that should be of your personality. Then, the job will follow you, the money will follow you, everything will follow you. So, in Manipur, in coming few years, there will be few courses which will be of a huge demand in Manipur. Number 1, the Indian government has announced that Manipur is a sports capital of India. Accordingly, India's first sports university is right now developing in Senjam Kuno. It will take another 6-7 years for the university to get over. Once the university completes, they are going to demand 2 people. One is a person who had gone for a physical education, and second thing, a person who had gone for a sports physiotherapist. You know who are sports physiotherapists? When you watch a football, a player fell on the ground, you will see a boy, a girl, few people came running towards a fallen player with a bag, right? And they do stretching of the legs and the hands of the fallen player. Those people are sports physiotherapist doctor. Even though these people are doctor, there is no need for writing medical entrance examinations. You can take a direct admissions once you finish your class 12, okay? But it takes 6.5 years to become this doctor. that this kind of people will be of huge demand, because Manipur has many physiotherapists, but Manipur does not have many sports physiotherapists. Hardly we have 2 sports physiotherapists in Manipur right now. One is a lady, one is a guy, only 2 of them. But once the sports university gets over, I think hundreds of such doctors will be demanded, but we don't have. And second thing, physical education. First you have to do BPES, Bachelor Physical Education and Sports, plus another 2 years of BPED, Bachelor Physical Education. It takes 5 years. With this 5 years of certificate, when you come back to Manipur, you can work as a coach, trainer, and a referee in the, in the sports university. Okay? So these two people will be of a huge demand in Manipur in the coming years. And second thing, the railway lines has touched Imphal, going to touch Imphal. Once the railway lines touch the Imphal, there will be a huge demand of mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and there will be a huge demand of railway signaling engineers. Okay? If anyone out here, if you have taken arts in class 11 and 12, you don't have to worry. You can go for diploma engineering. Here, your class 10 marks will be considered at the time of admission, and age doesn't matter here. Let me tell a story about a boy. His name is Jamson Alu. He is from Churchampur. When he was 29 years old, he came to my office and he cried, "Ma'am, I don't know what to do. I finished my master's long time back. I'm 29 years old now. But I don't know what to do, ma'am. I'm just sitting at home doing nothing. Please help me out." But luckily, when he came to my office, the kind of test that I just mentioned, psychometric test, it was available in my office at that moment. So I conducted a test for him. And that test, what I came to know is that this boy, he has a gifted hands. His hands are gifted. I said, "Are you good in making things done? Are you good in electricity? Are you good in, mending cars?" He said, "Yes, ma'am. In my village, whoever has a broken car, they come for me. If they have some electricity problem, they will ask for me." So he has taken arts in 11 and 12. I know that he is the right person to go for mechanical engineering, but he has done 11 and 12 in arts. So he cannot go for 4 years BTech in mechanical engineering. So I was thinking what to do. Then finally, I thought he should go for a diploma in mechanical engineering, a 3 years program, okay? So I asked him, "Jamson, is it okay if you sit together with 16 years boys and girls in a class? Because in a diploma engineering, only class 10 pass out will be joining, right? Only class 10th pass out student will be coming, 15 years, 16 years, 17 years. You know what he said? "Ma'am, instead of living the rest 70 years doing nothing, I don't mind sitting together with 15, 16 years boys and girls." So I sent him to Roorkee in one of the college where they have a diploma in mechanical engineering. He did 3 years of diploma from there, and right now he's working in Apollo. There's a company in Chennai where they have, this is a aircraft maintenance company, and right now he's getting 87,000 rupees as a salary. Okay? So there is nothing, I should think they're going to, it's never too late. If you want to change your life, if you want to change your career, it's never too late. Okay? Everything is possible, because this story proved that. Okay? So, now, there will be a huge demand of mechanical engineers. You know what is mechanical engineering? A person who builds bike, cars, aeroplane, helicopters, spacecraft, rockets, any non-living thing that moves, that's a mechanical engineering. Okay? So these people will have a huge demand. So if you have taken science in class 11 and 12, you can go for this. Otherwise, if you have not taken science in 11 and 12, you can go for diploma mechanical engineering. Even those people will be of huge demand. Okay? Second thing, railway signaling engineers. If you want to become a railway signaling engineer, first of all, you have to do either diploma in mechanical engineering, or either you go for BTech in electrical engineering. Okay? So these two jobs. Mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, railway signaling engineers, huge demand. Third thing, many boys and girls said, "Ma'am, I am fed up of maths, I am fed up of, I don't want to do arts also, science also, commerce also." For them, you can go for travel and tourism, hotel management, because again, the Indian government has announced a Look East policy. Okay? According to this policy, from 2024, 55% of the foreigners coming to India, they will be diverting to Northeast. Even for one single night also, they have to go and stay in either of the state of the Northeast. Any of the state of the Northeast, they have to come and stay, even for one day also. This is a new rule, okay? Why the government is doing this? Because they want to create a revenue of the northeastern states by improving the tourism sector of Northeast, okay? But Manipur is going to be a target for the foreigners because we have a very good flight connectivity, right? And if any foreigners want to travel to 3 countries by road, example, let's say if they want to go to Burma and then China and then Thailand by road, then Manipur is the only gateway. So in the midst of all these things, if you go for travel and tourism, hotel management, and the airport management or bachelor business management, then you can definitely make a very good career. My first job was in Dubai. I was working in one of the company, that's a traveling company, tour operation company, and I was working as an international tourist guide. Because when I was doing my master, I learned 3 languages, Spanish, French, and Germany. If you can speak Spanish, French, and Germany with English, then you can work in 169 countries in the world. That's the reason why many other people in other states people in India, for them, they go to foreign countries very easily, right? That's because they learn language. Okay? So if you want to do travel and tourism, hotel management, then you should learn language along with that if you want to have international exposure. Okay? And when you come back to Manipur, after many years of working abroad or anywhere in India, and if you want to come back to Manipur, you can also have your own business. Right? You can have your tour operation company. You can organize honeymoon to Dubai, honeymoon to Maldives. In one trip, you can earn up to 2-3 lakh rupees. Easily. Right? So if there's anyone out here who wants to travel around the world and same time also earn money, then travel and tourism is one of the right course you can go for it. Yesterday, a person, he was almost 37 years old, he came to my office and he said, ma'am, is it possible for me to take admission in India for travel and tourism? Why not? Because this is one such course where age doesn't matter here. Okay? So, that's why I'm saying, before you listen to anyone, try to know yourself, who am I and what am I capable of? Accordingly, you choose a career. Okay? Got it, boys and girls? So this is interaction session, okay? You will feel bored if I only keep on talking. If you have any question, please let me know. We'll have interaction here. We never know, we might meet again or not, okay? So let's take opportunity, advantage of this meeting and then let it be fruitful, okay? Any question, boys and girls? Anything else that you wanted to know? Please. Anything else? Okay, girls here, they wanted to go for air hostess, okay? I will not stop you in becoming air hostess, but you are very young. 18 years, 19 years is very young, okay? Before you join air hostess, you finished your graduation. But the graduation should be the course should be related to airlines. Example, let's say hospitality management, even hotel management, or even travel and tourism, or even airport management. First you finish this course and you join air hostess. Why? Air hostess, once you got married, you cannot become air hostess. So at the age of 20, you become air hostess. Then you got married at the age of 30. After that, you'll just sit at home doing nothing, right? The rest of the 70 years, you will do nothing. So many women in Manipur also, every year, around 10-15 beautiful newly married women, they come to my office for counseling. Because they had a luxurious life, then suddenly they got married, they started working in the kitchen, looking after kids and the elders, they become irritated, frustrated, and they come for counseling. As per my experience, I am giving you a warning. If you want to become air hostess or a cabin crew, even boys, okay, after 40 years, you will not feel like flying here and there, okay, even boys also. If you want to become air hostess and cabin crew, first of all, you do either of the course that I have mentioned, airport management, DBA, hotel management, travel and tourism. After you become air hostess, when you got married, when you come back to Manipur, with that certificate, you go to airport. And you say, Indigo, I have worked under you for 10 years, but right now I'm married. I want to work in the airport. That too also as an officer. And you give them a certificate, okay? And then they will appoint you as a ground staff manager. Same time, you can work in a hotel as a manager. You can work in a tourism also as in the manager post. So that's the way how you can continue your career, okay? So what does we career counselor do? We always try to make you people workable and livable, okay, and earnable, okay. So always try to give you a second option, second chance. See, yesterday one boy came, he said he wanted to become a singer, like Sadananda, okay, and his voice was horrible. And the parents are so worried. Ma'am, kay to si habano. Sumpaw ma isay sakpada. Like tamo suyade. Kay to sige jamoy hai jangwanda. And that boy, I asked him, do you want to go for BA? No. Do you want to go for agriculture? No, I hate books. But his voice is horrible, okay? But I only decided, okay, I have only one solution to save this boy. Right now, I'm going to send this boy for a sound engineering course. Sound engineering, the name engineering is there, but there is no physics and mathematics, okay? So once he finished the course, in the future, if he don't become a very good singer also, he can survive by working in the music industry as a music producer or music director. That's the way how he can make his career, right? And same thing in Manipur, okay? In Manipur, as I mentioned earlier, we have two things. One is interest and talent, right? Only 5% of the population in the world, they have the same interest and talent. These people are superstar. Example, let's say Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan, when he was a young kid and boy, he used to skip the class, he used to bunk the college and he watched a movie because watching movie was his interest. He grew up, started acting. Then he realized he has a talent in acting. So his interest and talent falls in one place, that's acting, that's why he's a superstar. Example, Sachin Tendulkar, he's not even a class 10 passed out, Sachin Tendulkar. He grew up watching cricket because that was his interest. He started playing cricket. Then he realized he has a talent in cricket. So his interest and the talent falls in one place. That's cricket. That's why he's a superstar. Otherwise here, many boys and girls, you watch football the whole night, but you don't become a David Beckham, right? You don't become a Baiching Bhutia, right? In that case, football is just your interest. Getting my point? That's the way how we have to choose a career like that. So in Manipur also we have, out of all the population, we have 2% of the population of Manipur who are superstar, but they are not knowing it by themselves. Okay? One such boy, it was in the year 2010, I met him just after his class 12. He got 45% in class 12. And the very innocent boy, okay, and he was telling me his love story also. He said, ma'am, I have a girlfriend, but she fell in class 12, and now she wants to elope. I said, ma'am, how will I don't know how to fill my own stomach, how am I going to elope the girl, but one day I am going to marry her, that's for sure. That's what he told me. And he said, ma'am, I'm weak in studies, but I want to become a lakpati, karopati, so what shall I do? Only the good students can earn that much of money. That's the question he asked me, okay? I was laughing and I was taking very casually, but that night I couldn't sleep because I can see the honesty in his eyes. The whole night I could not sleep. The next day I went to his school, it's in Thawal, okay? I went to his school, I got his address and I met the father of the boy. The father told me that my son is a chicken shit. That's the thing his father told me. Because the family is very poor. The father works in somebody's paddy field, the mother works in somebody's kitchen, the sister is into some handloom production, the brother is a day-to-day labor. The entire family are illiterate, but they make sure that the youngest son go to the English medium school. And he enjoy all the, contemporary dresses, he enjoy all the tuitions where the other siblings have not enjoyed, okay? But still he is very weak in studies. That's why his father called him a chicken shit. And the father told me, I am placing my son to Thawal College for BA. I said, uncle, please don't do that. BA is one of the best subjects in the world and the most riskiest one. BA is the best subject and the most risky one also. Why? In science, the formula which was developed 100 years ago, we are still using that formula. But in history, today 8 o'clock has already become a history. Yesterday was a history. So there is no limitation in knowledge. Even the question which is going to be asked, there is no limit in that. Okay? And your English, your grammar, literature, vocabulary should be of par excellency if you want to take arts. If your grammar is wrong, good. If your grammar is weak, then Tipu Sultan will dying tomorrow. Right? Tipu Sultan dying tomorrow. okay, if your grammar is weak. But in Manipur, if you are a little poor, then you think you should go for BA. And if you're weak in studies, you thought you should go for BA. Please don't do that. There's always a solution for everything, please, okay? But this boy, his father was about to place him to Thawal College for BA. I told him, Uncle, your son will not study even half an hour in a day. How is he going to crack a civil service examination? How is he going to crack any of the competitive examinations? No way. And then, he is that kind of boy who will not study another 10 years down the line. So after graduation, he will stop study and he will follow your way. That's the only thing. Then the father took a glass of water and he said, okay, ma'am, please help my son. I asked him to send his son every day to my office for 3 months because those days there was no psychometric test. I have to talk to him and try to find out the goodness that he has within. So he started coming to my office. The first month gone, second month gone, third month gone, I could not help him. I could not find out any goodness out of him because that boy is good in nothing. He cannot dance, he cannot sing, he cannot cook, he cannot do farming, he cannot rear pig. He is nothing. He's only good in romancing, okay, and sleeping, and that's it. Then one day I finally decided to stop the counseling because every day he comes from Taubal, it costs money, right? So I was waiting for him one particular day just to inform him that today is the last day. But on that particular day, he came so late, almost 1 hour late. And I asked him, why are you late? He said, ma'am, please forgive me. I was watching Tom and Jerry cartoon. And I couldn't help it. He loves cartoons. But as a counselor, I got click in my mind and I gave him a piece of paper to draw Donald Duck. And he drew so well and I had a goosebump at that moment because he was one of the superstars that I was talking about. Okay? But no one was knowing it. Because his interest is watching cartoon and his talent is to draw cartoon. God does not send him on earth to become doctor or engineer. That is why he's weak in studies. Okay? God assigned him to become either a cartoonist or animator or a multimedia expert. Okay? So I realized that he's the right person to become a cartoonist. Though the parents is very poor, I decided to look a university for him. I took help from many people, many consultancies in India, in Manipur also. But it's so expensive. The course itself is very expensive. They cannot afford. But somehow, I found one of the horrible colleges in India for animation, okay? So we have no other way. I said, do you want to go to that college? But that college is horrible. He said, ma'am, I just have to learn basic, nothing else. So he went to that horrible college, and his first job was in a Pogo channel as a creative designer, and he was getting 77,000 rupees as a first salary. So this is what I call career. But this boy right now, he's in Russia. Once upon a time, he was a chicken shit of the family, but right now he's in Russia. So one step can make you touch the sky. One step can make you fall in a gutter. Okay? So please, boys and girls, never choose a career based on interest. Just because your best friend is going for nursing, I should follow her. Please don't do that. And never go to an IS officer and ask, what shall I do? Please don't do that. In Manipur, they have a fashion of going to a doctors and engineers and IS officer and ask for their children what to do. Please don't do that. They are called domain expert. They'll talk about their domains, okay? And he will say, okay, let's become IS officer like me. Go to Delhi, do a BA or psychology, go for coaching, write exam. But if you are not the right person to go for BA, then you will fall, right? Please don't do that. Instead of that, you try to analyze yourself. Try to recollect your past. How was you? What kind of person you were? Are you talkative? Am I talkative? Am I good in eating? Am I good in sleeping? Am I good in mathematics? I say, what he talk about the every personality that you have, adu course have. It's law. In Manipur, around 500, 600 people go for law. But Manipur has hardly 30 famous lawyers. Law is kanana tamni khangbra. Law is the larik am pa ba mi. Apaw am saba mi. Ay mangai ren chatpa. Ko noy nangang man nawalo di ay nangang ba taw ka ba mi lay ko. Listen to me. I don't have to listen to you. Listen to me. Convincing power. Manaton tumbodo manaton pay na mo di marayato ine. Right? Adugi magun yawamina law tamagadi, you'll become a very good lawyer. Otherwise, you'll become a Sunday lawyer. As simple as it is. Okay? Gantay ko nga sa. Aduna, choosing a right career. First, you try to know yourself. This is the only message that I wanted to give it to all of you. Okay? So anything here, if you want to know, please let me know. Anything, any question here, boys and girls? Any question, boys and girls here? How many of you here are preparing for medical? Can you please raise your hands? Medical entrance? Okay, 1 girl, 2 girl. Boys? Okay, 1 boy, 2 boy, 3 boys. You have just finished your class 12 this year? Okay. How to prepare for medical, okay? The person who is going to ask the medical, the question, okay, he has one understanding. Okay, boys and girls, you have finished your class 12. Let me ask you a few questions. The question might come from anywhere. It might come from class 4th standard, 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard. In 2011, there was a question in the medical entrance. The question is like this. To prove the presence of chlorophyll on leaf, they conduct an experiment, okay? In that experiment, they use a chemical. And what is the name of the chemical? This question was asked in medical entrance test. You know from which portion this question was asked? It was taken from class 4 standard science. Okay? But in Manipur, why students are failing in the medical entrance? Because they don't prepare the previous year's books. They only read class 11 and 12. That's not enough. And as per we conduct a survey, in Manipur, 85% of the students who got selected in the medical entrance, they are second divisioner. A person who got second division in class 12. Why? Again, we analyze why is it so. Then we came to know is that there are 2 types of students. One is a passive reader and one is the active reader. Active reader are those people who can get 90 out of 100 by reading only one night. And a passive reader, they read 6-7 hours regularly in a day, but they hardly get 50-60 out of 100. These are the people who will get through in a civil service examination also, even in any of the competitive examinations. Okay? So if you are an active reader, convert to passive reader, okay? Active reader, this is a boy, exam is tomorrow, you read tonight, you get 90 out of 100. These people will never get through any of the civil service examinations or even in the medical entrance and engineering entrance tests, okay? Try to become a passive reader. And never forget your past. If you forget your past books, you will never achieve anything in life. See, when I was in class 7, 8, in science, I used to get 70 out of 100. So my father gave me this much big piece of chicken because I got 70 out of 100. But my father never tried to find out why my daughter didn't get 30 marks. He didn't try to find out why she's not getting 100 out of 100. 30 marks, she's wrong in 30 marks. Why? My father didn't try to find out that. That small point, in the future, if you want to crack civil service or any competitive exam, you will never get through it. Okay? So always try to go back to your past and see right now, those medical aspirant boys and girls, are you comfortable with transcription and translation in genetics? Are you comfortable in that? No, right? Why is it so? That's biology, right? But you are not comfortable with transcription and translation. Why? Because in class 8, in chemistry, there's a subject called acid and a base. If you don't understand your class 8 chemistry, acid and base, you will not understand your class 12 genetics, transcription and translation. Okay? It's all interrelated. Right? And there's a chapter called optics in physics in class 12, right? Right? How many of you are familiar with that? If you're not familiar, if you're not comfortable with that, there's only one reason. You have to go back to your class 7 books. You open your class 7 light. There's a chapter called light in class 7. If you're not thorough with that chapter called light in your class 7, you will never understand your class 12 optics, reflection, refraction. Okay? That's why I'm saying Even here, boys and girls, graduate, masters, if you want to write any of the civil service in India, please buy your class 1 to class 10 books and you read those books for 6-7 months. After that, you write any damn exam, okay, in India, you will get through. Okay? But this practice is not here in Manipur. That's why you are not able to crack those exams, okay? So please do that. And in medical line, even now, even graduates can also do, okay? There is a courses called perfusion technology, anesthesia, and cardiac care. These 3 people will be highly demanded by the hospitals in Manipur. They are suffering for these people, okay? So number 1, perfusion technology. Who are these people? These are the people who monitor machines during a heart operation. In Manipur, we have only 2 people of such. One is a Tangkhul lady, another is from Kerala, okay? They are getting 60,000 rupees in a month. We have only 2 people of such. But if the Manipur government started, if the RIMS and Jennings starts, open heart surgery, then we don't have perfusionists. This has to be learned in a medical college. Second thing, cardiac care technician, even graduates can do, okay? Cardiac care, these are the people who monitors the heart of a patient during any operation. We have only 2 people, my student, okay, only 2 of them. They just come back home after finishing the course. Sky Hospital has hired them by paying 45,000 rupees. Another one is anesthesia. These are people who, are responsible for applying sedatives before operation, okay? Even this also, we have only 2 in Manipur. They are working in Ras Medicity. So after doing 3-4 years of education in paramedical, and if you want to earn 40,000-50,000 rupees in Manipur, then these 3 are the only option that you can go for. Okay? Perfusion, anesthesia, cardiac care. And sports physiotherapy, so I promote this course. Sports physiotherapy doctor, okay? Please go ahead. The university will just huge demand for these people. We have only 2. But the requirement will be more than 200. If you are a graduate now, leave your course. Go for this. Smile later. So if I keep on talking, then you'll get bored. Let's interact. Let's interact. Anything else, boys and girls? Or else you can take down my number, you can give me a call and ask. But today I want to have interaction, okay? See, you can go through this paper. This paper, just go through it. Any courses that you wanted to know for, please let me know, okay? On the back side of this page, we have mentioned the name of many courses. Go through it. So there is a huge demand of engineers in Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. There is a huge demand of a male nurse in Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. If you take humanity, there will be demand for such people in Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. Okay? Indian Army, Navy, Air Force, they demanded engineers, a person who had gone for humanity, male nurse, and sports physiotherapists, okay? These 4 people are hugely demanded by Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. And girls, I want more and more of girls of Manipur to become a deputy commandant, Deputy commandant means you are going to work in the CRPF camp as a second in command. For that, you have to write Central Armed Police Force exam after your graduation, okay? Nupi deputy commandant abe phajabasane khangaroi. Marang torang ba tupi do upaga ko. Marang torang ba dress selaga nongmei mana ma khwang da yan bado. Madugi phajabadu leitre ko. And right now, I'm helping 6-7 girls to become a deputy commandant. Just wait for 3 years, okay? After 3 years, the names of this girl will come in the newspaper. Okay? Aduna, I know you semning it, and once you become a deputy commandant, girls, there is no transfer. Nupana oiraba, and if your wife works in the government sector of Manipur, there is no transfer for boys also. So once you become a deputy commandant, Manipur thabak tawa nipi thita government ki ko, then transfer laitre doidi. Okay? Adunay naga war picture yang bada nupa naga managa the big empire chatro, chali ko, more information technologies ngata ni ko. Navy ki jahaz ama chatle khalo samundra da Navy ki jahaz adi helicopter aeroplane lo yaudra helicopter ki pankha ma tekre na mamai leraga mechanical engineer thiya poteba jahaz manung the mechanical engineer like dom deba. And if you want to become a fighter jet pilot in Indian Air Force, there's one direct entry only for mechanical engineers. Recently in the Ukraine war, there was a lady, she is the Indian Air Force pilot. Mogi war zone the mana thousand laga India ki citizen myam pura podo khangi ko. That lady was a mechanical graduates, mechanical engineering graduates ko. Direct entry level mogi. But if you want to do mechanical engineering, you should be very good in physics. Physics will be there throughout your 4 years of course. So in India, we have around 47 courses in engineering, but who is the right person to do for that course, right? A person who are good in maths, they should do for some other engineering course. A person who are good in physics cannot go for civil. If you are good in biology, you can go for genetic engineering, biomedical engineering, you can go for agriculture engineering. There was a job opening for government calling for agri engineers in Manipur. Nobody came because nobody had gone for that course. Agriculture. Okay, let me talk about agriculture. Again, interesting point. In Manipur, many people had gone for agriculture, but they come back home becoming nothing. There are many jobless agriculture graduates are here, okay? That is because they have not chosen the right career. That's because the personality doesn't suit. If you keep on trimming your fingers, you always apply nail polish, you always apply sunscreen lotion, you use umbrella fearing that your skin might got tanned, okay? Those kind of girls, even if you are very good in studies, you are not the right person to go for agriculture, right? In agriculture, you have to work in a paddy field, right? You have to stand under the sun and do practicals, right? But agriculture is a future, boys and girls. During pandemic time, all the company, industry are closed down, but we human beings, we cannot skip our breakfast and lunch, right? So till the time we human beings survive, agriculture will be there. So three types of students can go for agriculture. One, if you want to become a scientist, professor, lecturer, then you have to study 10-15 years down the line. If you want to develop the technology which is used in agriculture, then please go for agri-engineering for 4 years. And in the future, if you want to do business in agriculture, then first of all, you go for 4 years of agriculture, and in a master, you go for agri-business management. In agri-business management, they will teach you how to do business nationally, internationally wise for the agricultural product. Example, have the Manipur how house, black rice. Kamine process to aga America thado sige kabdo takpir aneba. Kentai kong asa? Gyan tada ba? Understand, right? Okay. So, and agriculture is the mother of 4 departments. Horticulture, sericulture, fishery, and forestry, okay? Forestry is very manly job. Once you become a forest ranger, you have to hold gun and you have to travel in and around the jungle, forest. In Assam, okay, there are so many jungle mafia who do illegal cutting of trees. The government directly order the forest ranger to shoot those people. Okay? So forest ranger is very manly job. You can take admission by physics, chemistry, maths, you can take admission, physics, chemistry, bio. With this combination, you can take admissions, okay, in forestry. And there's an exam called Indian Forest Service. If you crack Indian Forest Services, IS officer will salute you. Okay, this is one such course. Go for it. Even graduate can go, no problem. Okay. Anything else, please? And among all the engineering course, there is one particular course which will be of a huge demand in India. One is data science, another one is IoT. You know what is data science? Whatever you do in a mobile, somebody is behind you and they record you. You take a picture, you send the picture to your friend, that is recorded by someone. They are data science. That is why if you write something in a WhatsApp, the next day you can be caught, right? Because there are many people who are after you, following your data. So in the world, India stood 3rd position in the world, okay, when it comes to data science. Huge salary, huge demand, okay, because these people can improve and help the companies in running the business more faster, okay. So There was a time during pandemic that the Indian government has banned all the Chinese games, right? Why is it so? The Chinese, they develop interesting games and they send the games to India. By doing that, they are collecting the data of the people of India. The government doesn't like it, that's why they stop it, right? Because if the China gets hold of the 80% of the data of India, they can do anything by their hands. That's happening in Sri Lanka right now, right? Lamama chakhat ke lamama destroy tauge have say it can be done through data. That is why Indian government stops Chinese game. But again, they come back to India with one condition, because in that game they have erased all the points where the person has to mention about them. Okay, adugi data loi lauthok anda amu India changak paneba ko. The data science, if you are good in mathematics and algorithm, this is the right subject to go for. Okay, Internet of Things. Nowadays, if a company has to build a car, they put a software, a small robot inside a car, okay? That robot will run through internet. In that robot, everything is fixed. The name of the owner, the phone number, everything will be fixed. But the owner is a busy man. He has no time to check about the condition of the car. But if the condition of the car is not good, the robot itself will inform to the service center saying that this person's car is not well. The oil is not good, the engine is not good, the brake is not good. The computer will inform it to the service center. Okay? And the service center will call to the owner. He say, hey, your car has sent information that your car has this problem. This is Internet of Things. Please go for it. Go for it. Okay? Anything else? If I have to talk about 1,747 course, it will take I don't know how many months. So if any of your interest, any of the interest area, please, I will take another 10-15 more minutes. We have many more speakers lining up here. Okay? So please, anything else? Anything else, boys and girls? Pharmacy, you can go for pharmacy. In the entire world, India is #1 country in the world when it comes to medicine production, okay? So we have more than 6,000, I think, or 6,000 small and big, pharmaceutical companies in India. Go for it. Business management here. How many of you want to do business in the future? Please raise your hands. How many of you want to do business in the future? Please raise your hands. Okay, only one boy. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Rest here? Here, girls? No business? No business tycoon among Tangkhul community? Huh? Backside boys, girls? No one's interested in doing business? See, there are 2 ways of doing business. If you do BBA and MBA, then you can work in somebody's company as a manager, okay? But if you want to run your own business in the future, first of all, you try to find out what kind of business you want to do. Example, let's say in the future, you want to have a garment manufacturing company where you produce jeans, t-shirts and all, okay? For you, you better go for a garment manufacturing technology for 3 years. After that, you do MBA, okay? So you know the product knowledge, you know how to run business, that's the way how you can do business. Okay, same thing, example, if you want to do a painting business, painting. We have a painting technology course for 3 years. You do painting technology course for 3 years, after that you do MBA, and when you come back to Manipur, you can have your own industry where you can manufacture pants. Okay, so the kind of business that you wanted to do, you decide now. And you try to learn the basic of that business, after that you do MBA. Okay. And if any of you here, if you go for BCom, please don't simply go for BCom, okay? Otherwise, you might be jobless or you will end up becoming a normal, small-time accountant by getting 5,000-6,000 rupees. So if you are doing BCom right now, along with BCom, you should do one diploma. The name of the diploma is Certified Managerial Accounting. This is a 1-year diploma that you have to do during your BCom. This certification mainly comes from US and UK. It costs you around 1,50,000 rupees for 1-year diploma. With that CMA diploma and then BCom, you go to any of the big accounting firm in India, you will get a job by getting around 50, 60, 70,000 rupees in a month. And if you have not done this course during your BCom, after BCom you can go for CPA, Certified Public Accounting. So BCom plus Certified Public Accounting, you can work in any of the accounting firm in India. There you will get almost 1 lakh rupees. That is why boys and girls in Delhi, Mumbai, they immediately get job after BCom because they have this certificate in their hand, okay? Number 1 is CMA, Certified Managerial Accounting. Number 2, Certified Public Accounting. This course can be done by BCom student. It can be done by BBA student also, okay? So please do like this, okay? So I have thousands of information in my little brain, okay? So please make use of it. Ask it. It's free of cost. Okay? Please. So if you are done with this, then if you, when you go back home and suddenly you remember a question, then you can give me a call, okay? My number is mentioned in that page. So last of all, what I wanted to say is that you all are very special in the eyes of God, okay? See, my name is Silomi, and I am the only one in the entire world. I don't have to compare with anyone. I am so special by itself. So like me, each one of you, you all are very unique and special in your own ways, okay? So God has given one specialty to each one of you. So your duty is to find out the specialty that God has given to each one of you. Okay? So you all are very unique and special. You don't have to compare with anyone. Your friends might be rich. Let it be. Pray for them. Your friends may be beautiful. Let it be. Pray for them. But for yourself, never stop finding the specialty that God has given on you. Okay? So with this, I would like to end my speech out here. So if you have any other questions left, I will be here. You can come and talk to me once the program gets over, or you can give me a call later on. Okay? Thank you so much, boys and girls. Thank you.